but it's not. So, does that mean that no matter what I do, if I save or not save Ader, it's events that don't change? Because a side quest is a side quest. I mean, it means it has nothing to do with the main story at that point. It's just additional dialogue and additional stuff to do. So if it's not tied to the main about whether or not Ader lives or dies, does that mean that saving him doesn't impact my decision? Like, basically, no matter what, like, whatever my decision is, whatever I reap is what I sowed?
Know what this is? These brass knuckles belonged first to Commander Lucas. Then, they passed on to Ator. What happened in Old Villador? It can't happen again. We have to save the city, Aiden. From the plague, from the Butcher and his men. Whatever they're planning.
Okay. But over the radio, you said you have information for me.
Yes, but before we get down to that, tell me, Aiden, what do you need this database for? What does it contain?
Dude, honestly, at this point, like, I can't imagine that, like, word of mouth hasn't spread. Ader knows that I'm looking for my sister. Sophie knows I'm looking for, my sister. And then, a couple of the other people's, like, Hekon knew it. So I might as well. I mean, like, just be honest, let's work with it. I mean, I feel like if I ask everybody around, like, if I ask every single character, I'll eventually figure out where she is. If I don't say anything, I'll probably never find them because they don't know what to look for, you know? Yeah, don't do drugs, otherwise you'll look like that one dude. How's the sound, by the way? Like, I don't know why, but I just have like kind of like a weird feeling that the audio's coming through. Can you guys hear Jack Matt? Like, did you hear what he said, or can you hear the music right now? I don't know why, I'm just asking. It's this weird premonition. It's like the audio in sync, everything fine. I don't know why, I just have to ask. It's force of habit. You can't hear him? I can hear you. Let me turn the game up, maybe? Can you hear the music now? Here's a way we can tell. I'm going to purposely just deliberately just crank it up to max, and you just tell me if you hear this. Can you hear this? Let me see if I can hear it. I'll turn it down a little bit, but yeah, I know I can hear it. I don't know why. I just had this weird premonition that you guys might not hear it that well. I don't know why. But let's put it to, like, at the most of, like, 5.8.
I'm looking for my sister.
What happened to her?
A long time ago, Waltz hurt her. He took her from me. And I want him to tell me where she is. If she's still alive somewhere. That's why I was looking for the GRE command center. To access Waltz's database on its servers.
So we have a common enemy.
Meaning?
Waltz. That's the Butcher's right-hand man. He pumps his men full of inhibitors. We can get them both. I brought you here because I know that a few GRE scientists are hiding out in the city. We picked up the trail of one of them right before the renegade attack.
Sounds promising.
So it's rather the renegades that are working with Waltz.
We'll see what they know. If they're of no use, we'll find another and another until you get the answers you're looking for.
Why are the former GRE in hiding?
They're afraid of the wrath of the people. People angry because the GRE spread the infection.
No shit, they started the virus again.
GRE brought in the virus.
Who else? They say they performed experiments in their bases. They brought in containers from Haran at night, in secret from the government. And then everything collapsed. In revenge, people captured the scientists and hanged them from lampposts.
And killed the only people who had a chance of finding a cure.
There is no cure and there never will be, Aiden. That's GRE propaganda.
But that doesn't make any sense. You've cured it before. Or at least you stopped it somehow. Remember back at the very beginning of the game where they said that basically that the virus, like, air quote, ended? And, like, they found basically, like, a cure? So, unless maybe it wasn't a cure, maybe it was, like, an immunity, so, like, you can't turn any other people further. Kind of like how they have almost like a biomarker, but it's more rather like an injection. But let me get this straight. That's contradictory. The thing never ended, or is this something I'm missing here? Am I missing a parallel? What, like, did the virus never, like, get cured and instead just got a vaccine? And so, therefore, zombies existed, it's just that you couldn't turn other people? Or am I missing something here? Because I feel like I'm missing something here. I know that basically the intro cutscene basically explained that the GRE fucked this place up again, basically, like, brought the virus from Haran. That I know. But was it ever stopped to begin with? Did society ever go back to completely normal? That's what I'm missing.
Fine. What do you want in return?
What do you think I want? Maybe the same thing both of us want? The city has electricity again. The renegades are on the attack. For the first time since the war ended, they attacked our outposts in the city center. But new possibilities have opened up for us as well. Thanks to the electricity, we can fire up the biggest antenna in the center, on the VNC tower spire.
What, you want to defeat the Butcher using radio?
In a way. The signal will let me reach a larger number of people. Communication between settlements will be improved. We'll enlist more recruits and defend the city. And then it will be easier to find the surviving GRE doctors you need.
Good.
I'll do my part. But what guarantee do I have that you'll help me after?
You don't trust me, Aiden?
I haven't been here that long, but I can already tell that kept promises are rare in this city.
If we don't find any of the GRE scientists, I promise I'll get Waltz for you.
It seems like basically at this point, Waltz is like the enemy of everybody. Like, because he works with the Renegades and the GRE. Because they like, I think he was the GRE. I think Waltz is a GRE scientist. The Waltz, GRE, and the Renegade are all the same group, basically. And they're all working against me, the Peacekeepers, and the Survivors. So basically the whole common enemy is through Waltz. So that's a good thing. So honestly, the Peacekeepers and the Survivors, that's just a mini thing in addition to Waltz. Waltz is like the main bad guy we gotta take out, and the Survivors and the Peacekeepers, they're just bickering about who's in control. The lead is the, I guess, almost side quest of the game, or just like your allies of who you help out. Now here's the thing, is that other than the one single water tower at the beginning of the game I gave to Sophie and her group, I basically have been either neutral or now I'm helping out the Peacekeepers. In fact, I've actually given more things to the Peacekeepers down here in the Central Loop than I possibly have ever given to the Survivors up north. And I like the Peacekeepers better at this point, because other than Ader, initially at the beginning of the game, a lot of the Peacekeepers basically were kind of like iffy, but I trust them better down here. I like them better down here. And I think the game even was trying to swing me the Peacekeepers' direction by having me meet the nice guys back when I first went down to the Central Loop. The Survivors even seem to like the Peacekeepers down here to a certain degree, much better than they did up north. So honestly, I don't know if I can ever like fully do 100% Peacekeeper at this point. But I'm gonna try. I think the Peacekeeper is what I'm looking for. At the very most, I fuck up and then, like, you know, nobody likes me and then I kind of have to go my own way. Here's hoping I just don't die. The worst thing I want to have not happen is that they all think that the enemy of my enemy is my friend, where they all think, like, oh, well, he's in for himself. He betrayed us all, so let's all kill Aiden. It's like, no, I don't want that to happen. I want it to be more rather like, oh, you helped us all out in our own individual ways. We all like you. But we'll see how far that gets us.
Okay, I'm in.
Good. The Butcher attacked for a reason. I want to make sure this city is safe, no matter what.
You okay?
You alright, sir?
Maya will share our plan with you. Go see her as soon as you can. Oh, and Aiden. You don't have to call me sir. To friends, I'm Jack.
Oh,
Okay. Jack.
sweet. He thinks of me as a friend. He just told me to call him Jack. That's cool to know. Well, okay, Jack.
Aiden, what do you want, son?
That's weird how goal is actually nothing, actually. I was just interacting with him just to talk about more.
These renegades. It seems they're everywhere.
Not for long. Once we get the transmitter on top of the VNC tower, the Butcher will have to retreat.
I'm not sure it's gonna be so simple, Jack.
Simple. I heard you're doing a hell of a job clearing the city of rats.
Do you think they might be looking for something in the center? I mean, they keep coming, but it's not like an organized attack.
Of course it's not organized, because it's being led by a madman.
If Williams is really crazy, why didn't he just flood the city with the toxic water instead of sending in random excursions?
Exactly.
Crazy is as crazy does, Aiden. Given how easily he could do it. Destroying the city isn't his goal. Not all at once, at least. By sending in bloodthirsty renegades, the Butcher's just creating chaos for his own sake. So the good people of the city become steeped in fear as he sits there in his high throne in white motherfucking gloves and listens to classical music.
That sounds pretty fucked up to me.
But we can counteract his terrorism with our campaign of enlightenment. That's why it's so vital to get the transmitter operating, so the people know the true enemy. Then we can defend ourselves properly.
I actually really like Jack.
Nothing. I think I know everything I need.
Good luck then.
I think, honestly, Jack has become one of my favorite characters. He's pretty chill. Ader is not that bad either, I've noticed. I probably would say that, like, Jack is becoming one of my favorites, though. Like, Aiden, I don't know if I like playing as Aiden fully. Like, Aiden has become more cool, though. Aiden became kind of like the way that Crane did over time, where he went from, like, not as enjoyable to, like, more enjoyable over time. I would say that, but as a, like, secondary character, it probably at this point is probably now Jack. It originally used to be Heckham, but Heckham betrayed me, so fuck him. It's probably Jack or Lawan at this point, at least. So talk to Meyer. Anything else? I can't do any more side quests. I don't know if I... Technically, the Ader thing didn't pop up until I did a little bit of the main quest, because I had to get to this point. So maybe I can get back to Ader eventually. Here, what I'll do is that I'm actually just going to cycle back to his bedroom and just ask him if he's okay, if he's awake. Hold on, I gotta get my phone charger. It's stuck back here. Here we go. There we go. But, no, yeah, I'll circle back to him and just see if he's okay. And, I guess we'll just see if it goes from anywhere from there. He's here? Right? It's one of these. Not quite. It was kind of like a straight shot. Guy's washing his hands. Is it upstairs? This is where all the peacekeepers sleep. I swear that it was somewhere around here. So this is where I would sleep. Is he upstairs or downstairs? I want to say he's up.
ashamed to admit it, but I cried when the city lit up. I know chess, and what's happening between renegades and PKs is called a stalemate.
Alright, can't find the thing for some reason, I don't know why. I swear it was down here at one point, though. Huh. Oh well. Oh well. Wait, actually no, I forgot it's over here, I'm sorry. Medical bay. Yo, Ader, you alright, dog? Right here, right? Yeah, here he is. Oh shit, yeah, he's awake. Barely, though. Hey, I saw your eyes open for a second, motherfucker. Don't act like you're asleep. His eyes were open, he was looking around, and then I walk in, he's pretending to be asleep. Fuck you, man. I was just trying to say hi.
I wish Bizarre folks would talk to us more. This feud is silly.
At least he's alive. Alright, talk to Meyer. Adjust the webcam just a bit. For you, it's fine now? Sweet, poggers.
Can I help you?
Matt told me to see you.
Yes, he wanted me to give you this. A little reward for helping us peacekeepers. A UV flashlight. Could come in handy.
Ooh!
Thanks. He said something about a plan?
UV flashlight.
The VNC tower. Now that the lights are on, we can use the TV antenna to broadcast our call for mobilization. But first, we need to get to the top. And that's a long road. What do you want to know?
Tell me more about this radio station on the tower.
It's the tallest building in Villador. It was once a symbol of the city's greatness. Now, a symbol of its fall.
Why do you say that?
That antenna could bring the city together once more. But anyone who goes up there trying to fire it up, guess what happens?
Nothing good, I bet.
Damn right. The city's potential shining beacon is a death trap. We're hoping it'll be different this time. We're gonna light it up with UV lamps.
What makes it so dangerous?
A volatile nest inside, so we think. It's the biggest dark zone around. Once, night runners tried to take it over. They wanted to use the antenna to connect all the separate groups of survivors, give the people some hope. But they never even got close to the antenna. And in the end, the night runners were wiped out.
So that's how they died.
Wait, wiped out? You mean every last Night Runner?
That's the problem. Frank had it all carefully planned. But for his plan to have worked, he'd need everyone. All hands on deck.
And that didn't happen?
Not everyone believed in the plan. So there was a rift. Frank thought they'd come around in time, but not everyone came around after all. The plan went to shit. It was horrifying. Those who heard the Night Runner's screams on the radio that night still have nightmares about it.
What happened to the group that refused to join the mission?
Split up. Drifted apart. Whoever led the descent was branded a traitor. And the Night Runners faded into a shameful memory after that. We shouldn't waste time on the past.
So that's why the one guy, like, was drunk and had PTSD. He thought that the guy went into a death trap and was pissed at him for basically dying. That's why the one guy we were arguing with back when we went to the bar.
Okay, let's get going.
So a volatile nest, so that makes sense why they all died. I thought they were going to say it was taken over by renegades.
He's been playing hide and seek the last few days, and he's late. Getting on my nerves. So look in on Juan first. See what his deal is. And when you do find him, kick him in the ass. Tell him it's from me.
I think this is the second ever time we've only ever had a thing to do with volatiles. Yeah, but the UV flashlight, that looks super fun. And I think that it's one of the only few... Oh yeah, I was going to say, it's one of the only few pieces of equipment we have left. So you received a UV flashlight. This allows you to repel weaken and all affected, especially virals and volatiles. They I can tell they purposely gave this to me for this volatile mission. So use the flashlight equipped it with one and hold the scroll wheel to use it. Keep an eye on the flashlight's power. When it reaches 0, you'll have to wait for it to recharge. Keep infected with the UV lights. Come until they fall to the ground. This makes them vulnerable for a few seconds. Use this as an opportunity to attack. This is the only other time other than the GRE zones where the volatiles are involved. I was gonna say, is that like the volatiles were involved in the beginning, and then after that, it was in fact, no, that was it. Just the GRE zones was the only thing other than the first mission where Aiden got bit. Because the GRE zones basically were the the equivalent of a volatile nest back then. So we only have 2 more tools we can even get left for Aiden past UV. Isn't this where it would go? It's equipment. It's like labeled as tools. So what's the button? Can I just do this? It says you have to equip it with 1 though. Ah, yeah, you do. Makes sense. So, yeah. There we go with that. Definitely going to be very helpful given this mission with volatiles. This is where Aiden's going to have PTSD, you can tell. And it looks like that the flashlight for here is separate from the UV light one. Which is convenient. So... we go this way? Yeah. The thing is, though, is I, like, don't have any weapons, so, like, gonna be a little hard to do that. I have just a hammer. I don't really have much. There's this Goon Smasher thing that I was gifted a while back, but I don't know if I really want to use that yet. Trying not to, but I might have to. If I am going to be in a situation where I need to use this, I might as well. So I might as well just drag it there. I'm also going to modify it. Oh, I can't. Oh well. I have it now. So I have 6 of military med kits. I have 8 of normal med kits. Oh, Bass, thank you for more bits. 55. Thank you, man. You're incredible. Seriously, dude. Thank you. Thank you for helping me able to make content for you. That's awesome. We got 7 immunity boosters. We got these. I don't know what these last 2 are because they're locked. Tokens, arrows. We got the bow, which will be convenient. We don't have the scrap for this, though, which I'm worried about. I don't have the ability to craft any more medkits. This is... we're kind of maxed out, you could say. We'll see how this goes. At least gives us more things to rank up, which is good. I'm more rather just concerned about the weapons we have, but we'll play it by ear. If I die, I guess we'll find out.
Who are you? Dispatcher sent me to check on the status of an order.
Why is it so dark?
Yeah. Fucking PKs think we can just make the stuff up here magically.
Just point me to your commander and I'll get out of your hair.
Juan's pretty busy right now. He doesn't have time for you.
We'll tell him to find the time. Jack Matt sent me.
No one supervises Juan, buddy. Juan is just... Juan. Get with the program. Besides, he ain't here. You want to find him? Ask his assistant where he is.
He ain't
Just
here.
Remember, you're on supplier turf now. Mind your manners.
Why was it so dark? So he's just not here? What the hell do you mean he's not here?
Looking for Juan Raynor.
You don't appear to be on a schedule.
It's urgent. The commander sent me.
So Monsieur Jacques sends you?
Jacques?
Jacques Mat. Monsieur Reina is not here. I can take a message.
No, I need to talk to him in person. Where is he?
Unfortunately, I can't help. Monsieur Reina's whereabouts on
Thanks,
my
man.
business. Wait if he
Appreciate you.
Anything else?
Oh, wait, but you're no fun. What about your boss? What's he do for fun?
Monsieur Reina is well known as a connoisseur of the finer things in life. Food,
Thanks,
drink,
G.
and pretty much anything that walks on two legs.
Is he near any of these so-called finer things right now? Maybe I can drop in on him there.
Nice try, but no. I won't say.
Come on, lady, give me a
That's not gonna be
break.
happy.
Juan is not particularly concerned with the little major's feelings. Do come again.
Great, so we have to look for Juan. Shit.
Juan?
Aiden, getting settled in the city?
Working on it. Meyer and Jack sent me to Supply. Interesting bunch. Not like any of the other PKs I've met.
That might be because they're not PKs, Eagle Eye. Business is their true faith.
I see. Anyway, I can't track down their boss.
Juan? He likes to make himself scarce. Probably lurking around the fisheye.
The canteen?
The slick bastard's even got his own table there. Bribes the cook to bring him off-menu goods. He lives like the fall never took place.
I'll look for him there.
Good luck finding him. And good luck if you do find him.
Look, they're practicing on renegade dummies. Okay, here we go again. We have to go this way, right? This is the exit? Yeah, this is the exit. Out we go, back to the canteen. I just hope I get a good ending, man.
Canteen now? We're really gonna win this war?
Oh, they capture some, like, renegades.
Eyes on you, Pilgrim. Don't cause no ruckus here. This is PK territory.
Okay, compensating for something, PK guy. Okay, so let's end up doing this, shall we? I'm gonna head out, see ya. No problem, man, but, thanks for wanting to donate and, helping out. I appreciate you, man. You're incredible. I'm very thankful for you. Alright, to the fisheye. It's a random piece of dialogue to get. Like, who farted? Lol. Okay, we go up. Seems like that the AI keep either bringing up Ader, or they keep bringing up the renegades. I guess their main two things. This place might be good for like scavenging some stuff. Probably gonna break my hammer this way, but kind of just want to see where this goes. I think this doesn't lead where I really want to go, though, so I am just gonna leave. I'm more rather trying to find quick access of weapons. There's one. Yo, Juan, my man. You gonna be of use to me? Your peacekeepers will actually, like, help you. Here, in fact, actually, I'll just use your car alarm trap. Am I able to see how much progress I made to helping each team? I can't see that here for some reason, I don't think. Oh, no, I just zoom out. Okay, yeah. So I have car alarms and I have zip lines, so I'm like both to these. So for some reason for progress, I've only made one to each. So I'm like kind of tied right now. So red is Renegade, blue is Peacekeeper, and yellow is Survivor. Could I give back that area to the Peacekeepers? This up here with Old Vildor? Or will not let me? Might not let me for the sake of the story. Game might not have thought that far ahead. Hello. Alright, back to the fisheye. Yellow. That one?
Oh, black.
Juan Raynor?
You lost, man? We didn't call for a waiter.
I've got orders to find you. From Meyer and the commander. And my name's...
I know who you are, Aiden. After that bang-up with the Renegades, half the canteen wants to name their most precious offspring after you. Including Vinny here.
Vinny looks very uncomfortable to be around you, Juan.
Interrupted our meal. State your purpose in one sentence, then please make yourself scarce.
Oh, you know perfectly well why I'm here. The UV lamps. Meyer says you owe the Peacekeepers a delivery.
And you think your barking will make an impression on me? The lummox-in Chief Jack thinks he can scent his terrier, and everyone will wet themselves in terror. But what can I expect? He can't tell the difference between champagne in a crystal chalice or water from a dog's bowl. He has an ounce of refinement. Isn't that right, Vinny?
I don't know.
Don't be afraid. It's not like Jack is gonna march in and have you hanged. At least not now. Ah, Vinny. When will you grow a spine? You want my attention, Aiden? Show me you deserve it. What can you offer me?
They're all gold. Ask Juan for your help. Threaten Juan. Convince Juan it's worth his while to trust you. He wants something. He doesn't seem the least bit threatened by me. I'll convince him it's worth his while.
Look, I could help you out as easily as I'm trying to help Matt.
I don't doubt that. I've heard you were a pilgrim. But you're new here. Smashing the skulls of a few peasants doesn't mean everyone wants to lift you up on their backs. You have to be more subtle with people. Everyone has their own desire, their own price. Your pitch just isn't working for me quite yet. Try again.
Mm-hmm. How about a court-martial? Matt can do that, right?
A court-martial? You have no idea who you're talking to, do you? Who would hash out the contracts with the suppliers? Who would feed the army, provide it with weapons and clothing? A week without me, and the peacekeepers will be left with nothing. Supply is everything. Try again, man. And don't improv this time. You've used up all your time. Didn't pique my interest.
Look, what is it you want, Juan?
Like they used to say, if you gotta ask the price, you can't afford it.
So,
Returning to more pressing matters.
And
What should we try next?
did you make headway with the pompous ass?
Never met a guy quite like him before.
I told you.
You don't have a good
Come to me back at my
Syrah,
place.
go with that.
We'll talk.
Even a drop of Pinot. Maybe some fruit.
God, you are fucking creepy.
Good between heavier courses.
Well, I don't really know if, like, I honestly would have gotten through. Was it really just to ask nicely? Like, that's the thing. Why would they... This is similar to the situation with Damien, where it's like, you have 3 answers, but 2 of them are so similar, but yet they cause different outcomes, where it's like, it's very misleading. I thought that bargaining with him would be the exact same thing as just basically asking nicely, like, hey, you help me, I help you, rather than just saying pretty please, but apparently that was the wrong thing to do, or either that or would have led to nothing anyway. But, was it really gonna change if I picked the other one? Just saying.
Let me guess. He scarfed down 5 horses and had a hot young woman at his side.
A young man, but the rest is accurate.
He's a piece of work, all right.
Well, I need him to get back to work.
I'm gonna get that
Jack needs
crossbow.
UV lamps and Juan's dragging his feet.
That'll be tough. Juan barely listens to Jack, so he'll be an even tougher audience for you. He has his own men and power base, and he loves rubbing Jack's nose in that.
And what can I do about that?
Same as everyone else. Bribe him.
I tried!
Antiques. Expensive shit from before the fall. When he sees something that used to be valuable, he can't stop himself. 0 self-control.
Alright, where can I find something like that?
I don't think I would have been able to convince him then. I think it stirred me this direction on purpose.
Passage. They say he was an art collector. You can try his place. You can only get there via paraglider. That's why there's a chance something's left. I'll be on the radio and guide you to him.
What about you, huh? Going on a hunt?
No, a party. It's Danier's birthday, but you never know when a guest list will overlap with a hit list. Why don't you come and have a drink with us when you're done with one?
I don't think Danier likes me.
He doesn't like anybody. We'll be in touch.
Good to know. I think you get the crossbow later on, though. I was gonna say, it'd be kind of cool if I could have hers. Okay. Here we go.
Get over here and shuffle. Prepare to be a customer.
Slit applies a bleed effect to the enemies that are in front of you, slowly lowering their health. Oh, it's like a bleed effect. Yeah.
That is one quality item.
Frost freeze them. That's cool. Ooh.
Old faithful, I call that.
Me likey. A DIY grenade? That's interesting. Oh, I can get the boomstick, can I?
Soon, you'll wonder how you survived without that.
Or is that just the blueprint?
Tell your buddies.
By the way, what the hell is over here? Is this a parkour challenge again? Chapter 1 Agent? Is this a DLC? Might be a DLC, and I don't own the DLC. I think probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go cycle my laundry, and we're going to try to do as much of the main story mission as we can. Because I want to get past the volatileness